And go.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. We took a break last week. You thought you had COVID, right?
Yeah.
You didn't have COVID.
I mean, we didn't have to say that we took a break because we have episodes that haven't even fucking come out.
Well, we're working on it. We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We're staggering it. I think we got the flow down good, though, for the most part.
Yeah, we're getting better.
Yeah, we're
For
getting
sure.
better.
Getting better for sure. All right. Before we get started, like, follow, subscribe, share, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell
Yes.
everyone.
Your
Don't be
priest.
sorry, be better.
Our moms are our biggest fans.
This is what, episode 5, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, let's
right.
go. Yeah.
Episode
Five?
5. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
So-
Have fun with it.
We're going to keep it a little bit shorter.
Yeah, hour and a half.
Get to the point.
Yeah, we digress sometimes. I can't help it.
Things fall apart pretty easily. Yeah.
Good times. Oh, I got a question. If I'm gonna have a question this week, what if vampire or werewolf?
Oh, easy.
What?
Vampire.
Okay.
Why?
Why?
Immortal. What?
Werewolves aren't immortal?
No.
No, they just get fucking. Well,
I'm almost certain. Here, let's Google it.
no, they just you can Google it. You can Google mythology. There's facts of mythology.
Werewolves age?
I think like at a slower rate, you just become an old werewolf.
Yeah, I saw.
I think you have,
werewolf
like-
in Paris, where the one werewolf was in a hospital bed in the basement
Yeah,
and tries to eat the guy.
I think you have like regenerative properties as a werewolf, but I would go.
Yeah, I think vampire. You have like sex appeal.
Yeah,
like,
I would go vampire.
Yeah. You like attract the opposite sex.
Yeah,
Whereas like
like-
a werewolf, you just fucking eat everything.
Just eat everything. You don't know, like you just wake up naked in the fucking field. Like the fuck?
It happened again.
It happened again. There's just blood all over you.
I did
Yeah.
that same thing in college. So
Just woke up with blood all over your face.
Yeah.
I would go vampire.
I think vampire.
You know, I got a thing for goth girls too. I think like, oh yeah, Gary Oldman and like Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Remember?
Yeah.
Remember Jim Carrey's first movie when it was like Once Bitten?
Vaguely,
And
yeah.
the female vampire turned him into
Yes.
by biting him on the penis.
Yes, that was a great movie. There was a string of like awesome like late 80s, early 90s like vampire movies. Like
Yeah.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie.
Oh, that was a good one.
With like Donald Sutherland.
Sutherland.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Pee Wee Herman was the main henchman of
Was he?
the vampire. Yeah.
Damn, look, nice segue
Yeah.
into Paul Rubens. Shout out to Paul Rubens.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Big R.I.P. to Pee Wee.
Pee Wee.
I never liked Pee Wee. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like fucking Pee Wee Herman. I thought it was like a weird
the show
show.
was kind of just crazy. Right?
Kind of was weird.
It was like a very mid show.
But then when he got busted for jerking off in the movie theater, it made sense.
It's just, yeah, like it made him seem like he's a pedophile, but he wasn't a pedophile.
No, because he was
Yeah.
in like a jerk off
He
movie
just
theater.
liked-
He was in like a porn
he
movie,
was just-
right? Was it a porn
Yeah,
movie?
it was like a homosexual like porn theater, or was it? I don't even know.
I don't think it was homosexual. I think it was just an adult porn.
I think
theater.
I think he was gay though, Paul Rubens.
He has one of the most exaggerated, like bad, humorous die scenes in that Buffy the Vampire movie.
I gotta watch that movie
He
again.
gets like staked in the heart, and he's like,
Damn, Paul Rubens. Shout out to Paul Rubens. A lot of people who died lately.
Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett. That's
R.I.P. Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, all right. I like Jimmy. Actually, I don't like Jimmy Buffett.
I like Jimmy
I don't like Jimmy Buffett either.
Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Yeah, you
Come on.
keep it. Margaritaville, keep it.
So when I worked at Murph's, he used to come in all the time, and like all of his music is on the jukebox.
Yeah.
So and there's like a delay. So he'd like come in, go to the jukebox, put all of his songs on.
Really?
And then by the time he got from the jukebox to the bar, it would start to play. And then he'd do the same thing for years. Every time. Who played this song? And it's his song.
so
It's like,
lame.
Sorry,
That
it's
is
like Jimmy
super
Buffett,
lame.
it's your
That's
song.
super lame. That's like the lamest
so-
thing you could possibly do.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was awesome. Jimmy Buffett was a cool guy.
He definitely got a lot of punani from doing that over the
This
years.
seaplane
The seaplane and his sick
right to his fucking sick house in North Haven.
and his sick yacht that he kept right in like Sag Harbor.
Yeah.
Big ass boat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
it
Jimmy
sucked.
Buffett.
Yeah, R.I.P. Jimmy Buffett. I wonder how much the Jimmy Buffett estate's worth.
A lot.
You gotta be
Margaritaville?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's got the songbook's got to be worth it. Let's play the game again. What's Jimmy Buffett?
That's literally what I was doing right now.
I'm gonna say
100 million.
I'm gonna say 150.
Fuck off.
What? Quarter bill. 250. How much?
Higher.
Higher than 250.
Because of
Higher.
Margaritaville.
Really?
Yeah.
How many like
This is
fat
according
white
to
people-
Wikipedia.
300 million?
Higher.
$500 million?
Higher.
What? Stop.
Get According to Wikipedia,
Damn,
He has a $1
this
billion
man is
net worth.
worth a billion.
Fuck.
Margaritaville fucking
What is
killing
what
it.
is Margaritaville?
What do you
though?
mean? It's a fucking chain, fucking huge fucking
Where?
chain. Everywhere. Times
Where?
Square, Negril, fucking
Is there
Jamaica.
one in Times Square?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was the last time I've been. to
Yeah,
Times
there's a
Square.
Margaritaville in Times Square. They're everywhere, bro.
So you just $1 billion from shitty restaurants for fat white people.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
There's one in Jamaica.
That's probably sucks. Could you imagine going to Jamaica?
I've
You go
been
to
to-
Jamaica and you go to Margaritaville.
So at that
You're a
at that
fucking loser.
At that
if you go to Jamaica
I've
and you're like,
been-
oh, honey, let's go to Margaritaville. You're a fucking
So there's like this big like cliff that people dive off
in
of
the grill.
next to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Margaritaville's right next to it.
Oh, okay. So man,
Oh,
you get
okay,
a
so
little
that kinda-
loose.
yeah.
I bet all the swingers go to Margaritaville. I bet if you want to
It's
swing,
attached to hedonism.
yeah, I bet if you want to swing, you go to Margaritaville in the islands, and you're swinging.
That's crazy.
You're full swapping.
How $1 billion? God damn.
Yeah, but that's like
he was a
It
incredible.
literally
tipper.
says Buffett
$1
was
billion.
one of the world's richest musicians with a
You,
net
you
worth
sure you
of
have
a
Jimmy Buffett,
billion.
not Warren Buffett?
No, this is
Warren
Jimmy
Buffett
Buffett. This is Jim. You know, now I want to see Warren Buffett.
His long lost cousin.
He's
Warren
actually
Buffett's
wor-
worth like $40 billion.
123 billion.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a lot of margarita machines.
Man, the Buffett family's killing it.
Damn, $1 billion. But I want to know like what his music's worth because I feel like his music is probably worth a lot of money.
Cheeseburger in paradise.
Yeah, the margarita. I mean, he makes good. Like, what's that boat life song? He does things. That's being on a boat. Or some shit. No, it's like that.
I literally only know Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Well, he's got that Margaritaville.
I like mine with lettuce and tomato.
Cheeseburger in paradise.
Paradise.
Do you think Margaritaville makes a good cheeseburger, or is it just some
Nah.
like mid fucking shitbag
Makes a
cheeseburger?
sugary
I think
ass
you go
Margaritaville.
there for the just to
For
say you
what?
went there.
For what?
for the experience.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you know what's even worse than going to like Jamaica and going to Margaritaville?
It's going to Times Square.
Going to fucking New York City, being a fucking fat piece of shit from Ohio.
Yeah, but you know what-
Shout out to Ohio, and you go
You're
to
like-
Margaritaville. Like, let's go to
You're like,
Margaritaville.
we're going to the Wax Museum, and then we're going right to Margaritaville.
Oh, I would hate to see Manhattan as a tourist.
Dude, I had a buddy.
from the middle of America. Let's go to New York City because it's full of all these people that hate New York. It's
Jam-packed.
jam
Jam-packed.
packed, jam packed with people who hate liberal New York
Yeah.
all the time, and it's like, oh my god.
I saw this video. It was like a girl. It was like what I expected of New York City.
Yeah.
And then reality. And the reality was just garbage everywhere.
I remember a couple.
Rats running in the subway.
I remember a couple of years ago, my buddy, he's in Florida. He's like a Floridian. He's a coin guy, and he came out to Manhattan for Father's Day. I was like, "Oh, I'll meet you. We'll go to Little Italy." And he's like, never been to New York City. And he
San
had it.
Gennaro's going on right now.
Yeah, it was. I know. I had the kids. I didn't go, but we went to like Little Italy for Father's Day, and him and his wife, they're like they're so Florida, and there's this like you were walking around. There's like this half fucking naked guy like tweaking on heroin, and like this and that, like trying to buy him fake fucking like Louis Vuitton bags, and it was just so funny. They were like, what the fuck is this place? You got to be kidding me! It's like as a non. As a non-New Yorker. But at least I took him to a cool part. I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm not going up. He's like, we're going to Times Square. I'm not going to Times Square. We're going to go to Little Italy. We'll go to Chinatown.
Mulberry Street.
Yeah, we'll go to Mulberry Street. We'll go to Chinatown. Go see all the cool shit, little grimy stuff. We'll see some people shooting dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I had a buddy coming from Texas like a month ago. And like he wanted to do. He's like, oh, I just want to do all the tourist shit. And I was like, absolutely not.
I wanna do all the tourist
no way
shit.
that's happening.
the most touristy thing I've ever done in New York is I used to go when I was married. We would go take the kids to go see the tree.
Oh, okay.
But that's nice because I enjoyed it. I really like to go to see the windows, like Saks
Yeah,
Avenue,
The
and
Macy's,
Berghoff
all
and
that area
Macy's.
is pretty- yeah.
That's nice. But then I would do that, and then it'd be like immediately. We saw the tree. Let's get the fuck
We're
out of
out.
here.
We're gone.
I'd
Yeah.
go over 3 avenues where it wasn't busy, and we would like cab it all the way down to like Chinatown, and we'd go eat at like fucking Peking Duck House.
I took a girl who was from New York City on a date, and I took her on a sunset cruise around the Statue of Liberty.
I did that one time,
And she was like, you know, I'm from here, right? I was like, yeah, I know.
but that's cool though. But you know what?
I had a great time.
I would do the helicopter ride, to be honest with
No,
you.
I wouldn't get me on a helicopter, but I did that. Remember that crazy girl Jackie I dated a million years ago?
yeah.
Who could forget her? Fucking nut job. I got like a Groupon thing, and it was like a beer tasting on a schooner. Out of
I did that once.
it was fucking cool, man. It was
awesome.
It's like one of those things. Like as a New Yorker, I'm never gonna get on a fucking
Yeah,
schooner and go
yeah.
be a sailboat and drink shitty beer around the Statue of Liberty. I was like, this is fucking amazing. It was so much
Rich,
fun.
Did you do Lobster House? Were you with us today?
I did not do that. I did
Yeah,
not.
no,
do
that was pretty cool.
Lobster House?
Yeah, Lobster Boat. Excuse me.
Yeah.
You went on a
It's-
lobster boat?
It's
They went
literally-
on a lobster boat. I didn't go.
You went lobster boating?
It's like 2 years ago, 3 years ago,
two,
me on a
maybe?
lobster boat.
2 years ago.
Nah, their food is pretty good.
You
I didn't
know,
do it.
you know who's a lobster roll eating champion sitting in this room right here?
Yeah,
So you got the trophy to prove it?
actually.
On top of my safe. I actually should bring it in here. I've been
Yeah.
like, I got to bring that up, put it on the table.
Don't worry. When I edit this, I'll put the picture up of you holding the trophy.
And you
The
know what?
lobster roll
And
eating
you know what?
contest.
Fuck that restaurant, Bay Burger.
They're
I'll
out of
say,
business.
I know they are good for good. I'm glad you guys are out
It's a
of business.
Goldberg's now.
Good, fucking gold. Better be a Goldberg's because
God.
that lobster roll eating contest
Mm-hmm.
was supposed to be a cash thing, right? And I needed the cash at the moment. At the time, I needed the cash. It was like a $500 purse, so they said.
My favorite part.
And they made me fucking pay for the entry fee, and I know them. Like we knew them.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, it's like $50." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I paid $50.
Yeah.
I fucking destroyed the competition.
Dude,
destroyed the competition of this lobster roll eating contest. I went up there and at the end, they're like, "Oh yeah," they gave me my T-shirt and my fucking trophy. I'm like sitting there. I'm like,
Where's the money?
I literally like, where's the money?
There was a kid.
And they're like, "Oh, we don't do it anymore because last year a professional leader entered and it wasn't fair." I was like, "I'm not a professional leader," and I just fucking ruined people's
Destroyed.
days.
There was a
Like,
kid,
where's
there was
my
a guy,
fucking money?
There was a guy that we know that was literally taking pictures with the trophy before the contest, and literally he didn't even come in second.
He was so bad.
He was like taking pictures like this. Like his friends were like taking pictures. Yeah. And he was talking so much shit. He didn't even come in second.
Isn't there like a picture of like me, like number one with the trophy?
Yeah, I
and
have that picture.
and him in the background.
I'll put that picture up. I'll put that picture up on the edit.
He was so sour, and then the guy next to me was the guy who was running for like mayor of Sag Harbor, and I was like, "Yeah, like you can't win now. Like you lost two contests today, bud."
Don't worry. Yeah.
And he didn't win, so
You should endorse your vote my way.
yeah, my winning of that lobster roll contest was directly responsible for that restaurant going out of business,
My God.
and
Yeah.
him not winning. I think why did they go out? I think he like was cheating on his wife.
Ooh.
I think that was like a hot little summer thing that was working for the restaurant. I think there was
might
like an
have. I don't
affair.
know.
Yeah, his wife was so fucking disgusting.
I mean, they
though.
sold the ice cream business too.
Did they? That was
Yeah.
good ice cream.
Yeah,
but I haven't
my
seen it
friend's
anywhere.
mom owns it.
Where is it? I haven't seen it anywhere.
I don't know where the fuck it is.
Fucking 3
I think
stores.
they might have
in Hampton.
renamed it, rebranded it, maybe.
Want to just start an ice cream business.
Yeah, I don't remember.
They didn't have a recipe. I don't know.
I will.
good ice cream.
The ice cream was fucking really good. Really good. Good cream, nice and creamy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Mike Babcock?
Who?
So he's an NHL coach.
Yeah.
He just resigned. So Spitting Chicklets, the podcast, told this story on the podcast and how Mike Babcock used to call his players into his office for a meeting and make them like open their phone, and he would go through their photos because he
Yeah.
wanted to see what kind of person they were.
Yeah.
And then he started like airplaying them onto like the fucking monitor.
Oh, really?
And he was like going through their so they broke this story and then
It was a bunch of like NHL dick pics on the jumbotron.
yeah, they
that's
tried
amazing.
to see what kind of like players he had, but really he was just like going through their phones. And like when they asked him about it, he fucking resigned on the spot.
Really?
Yeah. And they're like, oh, there's no validity to these clout chasing guys just trying to get clicks on their podcast, and literally resigned yesterday.
Is that like the equivalent of like smelling girls' butts at a Barnes and Noble? Like, is it creepy like that?
I mean,
Why would you do that?
for you to be like a coach and just be like a dickhead and be like, yeah, like why would you?
I don't understand that. What's the point of that?
I don't know. Just wants to see all their nudes.
Yeah, like, was there that many naked pictures on? Can you hear Mike? Can you hear?
I can't hear right now.
Hello? I can hear you.
You can?
Yeah,
hear
you
you
can hear you fine. You can't. No, there's no sound coming through.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I hear you fine.
I don't know. It changed. It sounded different. Yeah, I don't know what the just to see all the nudes that they have on their phones. Like, I don't know.
Couldn't you just ask them?
See how big their
their hockey cocks
stickers.
are. Could you just be like, hey, listen, I hate my wife. Let me see some of these hot chicks you're banging out of this. Send me, give me some pictures. I mean, would you? I would show my
that's
coach.
loud.
I'd be like, yeah, coach, here you go. Check this one out.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
It is like weird.
so weird. And then he like instead of like getting in front of it and be like, yeah, I do that. He just resigns.
He's like, I
Like,
quit.
yeah, no, I'm done. I don't care.
I quit. He's like retiring. You just never hear from him again.
Yeah.
Speaking of sports, a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about.
That is too loud. No, sorry.
What were we talking about? What does Aaron Rodgers do for the Jets this year? Remember that?
4 plays, 8 minutes. 8 minutes into the game. Yeah, it's super loud.
Very low. Mine's super low now.
Mine's super loud.
All right, better. Good.
Mine's very loud.
No, now I'm low. Good. Well, loud.
Oh boy.
I mean, I'm a narcissist, so I like the sound of my voice. Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Can
Tess,
you,
Rich, how are you?
can you lower mine a little bit? It's very loud.
How's that?
It's
Better.
my head. I think you need to lower my headphones. Maybe not that much.
How's that?
A little too low.
Mic check.
Check.
Is that better for you?
Yeah, that's better. Thanks.
Don't
Oh
touch.
yeah, Aaron Rodgers. Oh, they're gonna be good. Fucking literally 4 plays. 4 plays. Did you see the slow motion? You saw.
Yeah.
You literally saw his Achilles reverberate up his calf.
That's so
oh my
horrendous.
god.
That is that. Jeez.
Literally killing the souls of Jets fans. Like, how hyped was every single Jets fan on 9/11 when Aaron Rodgers came out flying the flag? That was like the most American thing in
first of all,
football
that
ever.
That was the craziest, most American
Right?
thing ever. Like
Right?
literally, like him coming out with the American flag
On 9/11.
But it's such a Jet thing for him to blow his Achilles out in the beginning of the game.
Like, you like imagine being Aaron Rodgers, like arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks ever
Yeah.
to play the game.
Yeah.
Like, there's no
For
argument
sure.
about that.
For sure.
And play all those years at like such a high level, right? Super Bowl champ.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I think
did
he
ever win
avoided
it?
injury. I don't think he
Like
ever.
that. Never had an
He was
injury.
like Iron Man. Like he
Yeah.
started like every game.
to
and,
like blowing your Achilles in like the first game of the Jets, and you're like
Crazy.
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 That is crazy. Well, you know what?
You know what, Jets fans, you deserve it.
Yeah, Jets fans are awful.
You deserve it. I was getting text messages from Jets fans yesterday because they played the Cowboys, and I'm a Cowboy fan, and they were saying, "Oh, we're still going to win. Zach Wilson's taking us to." Do we beat the living snot?
Wait.
Out of them.
Hold on. All right, because I am the resident Giants fan. And
We
did
beat the
you
shit out of you too.
Oh my God. 0?
Yeah.
40?
In 2 weeks, the Cowboys score against New York teams is 70-10.
Yeah.
Beat the Giants 40-0 on opening night.
40-0 on opening night.
Yeah.
I flipped the table over. I was
Yeah.
pissed.
Well, at least the Giants
Yeah.
is like a winning franchise, though. Like, not the
Yeah.
Jets.
The Giants were a winning franchise.
Were the Yankees were a winning franchise for a while.
They're horrible.
My boy hates
They're offering
the
like
QB.
free tickets right now. I get hit up all the time. You want to come to a game? I'm like, no. I usually go to like 20, 25 games. I've been to 4 games this year, and that's
Really?
it. I'm like, I don't want to go. I don't want to watch them. Fuck that.
Fuck them. You know, it's a cool sport.
Speaking-
What?
Oh, sorry.
No, yeah.
Speaking of jets, what about the jet that went missing?
What jet?
What
The
jet?
F-35 that's missing right now. The guy was in autopilot mode and
What?
he ejected, and the plane is still possibly in the air.
No,
had
it's
a-
got to run out of gas.
Not yet.
I mean, not
Had
yet.
enough fuel. I
did
think
I
it doesn't
miss
run out. I
that?
think it doesn't run out until tomorrow.
Just flying around.
Yeah,
and they don't know where it
unmanned-
is.
Oh, no.
F-35.
Debris found in search for F-35 jet that went missing as of an hour ago.
Damn, they
Oh,
found
all
it.
right, an hour ago they found it,
Fuck that jet.
but it was an F-35, and they were like, "It's in autopilot." Like, was it AI? AI
sick.
flying jet.
One day you're not even going to need fighter pilots anymore.
I don't know why they don't just use drones now.
Well, they do use.
No,
drones.
I mean like in like only.
I think for like search and rescue, there's probably. I don't know anything about the military. I'd have to imagine.
They use
that-
drones for bombing countries we
Yeah.
have no conflict with.
Yeah,
No, what I meant was
so people don't have like guilty conscience about killing a fucking christening in Afghanistan,
Oh my God.
blowing up a wedding.
Not even a drone attack in Syria, which we don't have any open conflict with. Allegedly, Iran, same thing.
No, what I meant was like as a fighter jet. You would think that instead of putting people people from home, putting them in harm's way, just put them in a robot.
It's coming.
It's coming. I think it's like reactionary speed. Like AI is not like the humans can like.
Oh, true. So there got to be some kind of
Yeah, but
delay.
You still
there's not
need,
really like a good argument for that because the United States has like 500 F-35, which are 5th generation fighters, and like the rest of the world has 57.
Yeah.
Every other country combined has 57.
And they're saying that
fifth-generation
Russia's
fighters.
aren't. I've heard, I don't know, this hasn't been verified, but I heard that Russia's is technically 4.5 generation. It's not even 5th generation.
Well, they were saying that when they did like the combined whatever tactics off of Russia with like China, and they had like 8 5th generation, and then the U.S. did like a military exercise with 150. They were just
it's like we literally just have more.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's probably. I mean, I don't know. I can't speak on like military, like strategic
They're
military
like, wait,
practices.
the 6th
but-
generation's coming out, but it's so expensive we can only make one of them. Like,
But even still, though, like even if you were to take all that into consideration, like the F-15 is still a beast monster of a jet.
I don't know. I don't know anything about airplanes.
Oh, I'm a
I don't really know anything about the military
former
either.
Air Force cadet. Like I'm a nerd.
I know that because of Top Gun.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like how many dog fighting's going on, like militarily
Okay, that
speaking
overlaps,
right
so.
now?
I mean, they practice it. I don't know how much is going. They're not.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't dogfighting is like phasing out more or less because like these jets now see you from so many miles away and they launch a missile before they actually have to engage you.
Yeah, I guess there's just no reason for it.
Well, there's also there's no country that is actively participating, fight with each other that would be dogfighting each other. Like, Russia and Ukraine. Ukraine doesn't have like fighter
We just
jets.
keep spending money on war.
We gave them like Tomcats or like.
No.
Yeah, we did. We
We gave him like we gave him like the Red Baron biplane.
I'm telling you right now, the U.S. is not giving 5th gen.
No. No.
Anybody.
Absolutely not.
Until the 6th gen comes out, they're like, all right, you can have these now. We're better.
We give them to Al Qaeda.
You heard the 117 Nighthawk, that black Batman looking jet?
Yeah.
Like I think we lost only one of those ever in life, ever. And when it
They're
crashed,
like spy planes, though, aren't they? Yeah. You're not
And
really
when it
fighting
crashed,
planes.
the United States was like, fuck it. Like you guys can't. Like our technology is so far ahead of those now.
They can't
we don't even care.
reverse engineer it.
Well, that's why-
No, like even if you reverse engineer it, like you have our 1980s technology. Like screw it, whatever.
It's like giving them like an
That's
old,
why
an old microwave.
Iran was trying to hack the drones and get them to like safely crash land so that they could get them and try and reverse engineer them. And then they did reverse engineer one, and it was so poorly built that they're like, this won't even get off the ground. Like you can't use a paperclip to put it together. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
it works for us.
yeah,
Yeah. Fuck it. We spend too much money on war.
America, fuck yeah.
I'll tell you what. I went to the Jones Beach Air Show this year.
Oh, I love that.
It was cool. I've never been to an air show before.
I've never been to an air show.
Yeah.
It was fucking cool, dude. And I'll tell you what. And everybody goes, "What do we? Where does our money go? Where all our tax money go?" I'll tell you where it goes to.
Right there.
Right fucking there, dude.
Yeah, it does.
It's like if anybody's like ever questioning, why do we spend all this money on weaponry? Go to an air show. You're gonna feel you're gonna have a red, white, and blue erection within 5 minutes, dog. Yo, it is so cool. I remember they're like on the loudspeaker. They're like, "All right, the F-15 Tomcats just took off from MacArthur, the airport in Long Island."
Yeah.
Yo, not 5 minutes later, those things are just. You hear nothing, and then you see that boom, like that sonic boom when they pass over you. It's like those things got from fucking Hop Hog to Jones Beach in 4.5 minutes, dude. It was insane.
Put it this way: he starts that speech, they're now taking off. By the time he's done, they're already gone.
They're there. I don't know why they don't shoot some shit though. I think that'd be cool. Like all the money they probably spend on fuel for those air shows.
You know how expensive munitions are?
I don't know, just like one or two. A couple set up some. Set up like a shitty boat.
They do a fake one where it like pretends to fire and then it blows the thing.
It doesn't have to be real. They like a fake missile, and there's like a boat set up and it was like C4. It's like some guy with a mullet, like boom, detonating it. That'd be fucking cool. But yeah, that gets you totally okay with like spending taxpayer money on weapons.
Just pissed him pants too.
Yeah, air shows, good times. That was fun. I'd do that again next year.
Yeah. I worked in the air show. Actually, I have had the signature from Blue Angel number 7.
What's that worth? Nothing.
He passed away, and then when he
Is he the 7th ever? Is that
no. So they have I think
number 7 plane.
yeah? But how many times do they replace the number 7 plane
every year?
Right.
It's a
Wait, so it's a new guy every year?
Yeah.
Oh. So that's like a long-term position you can have in like the military.
But here,
The guy just like his whole life. He's like, I'm going to be the first permanent Blue Angels pilot.
He's gonna be like cleaning it. He's gonna be like unpacking all of his stuff, and he'd be like, "Who the fuck is Tom Harking?"
no, but here's the thing though. So he signed
Number
it.
7. What's this?
Right?
It's not even a picture of the plane. It's just like a napkin. It's like
It says number 7 on it.
Like no. So I still have it. I still have it, right? And he signed it, and then something happened. I forget what exactly. He passes away.
Yeah.
And his signature faded off of the thing like the week he passed away.
It sounds like some fucking
Creepy shit.
sounds like some mumbo jumbo to me.
I knew you were looking up the resale value.
I was not.
Not today.
Yeah, it's a self-destruct. It knows. It just like fades away. It's like invisible ink.
You think those aliens in Mexico are real?
Nah,
Fuck no.
I'm telling you, Operation Bluebeam. No, Project Bluebeam.
talked about it. Yeah.
It's my favorite of the conspiracy theories because I think it's the most plausible. And now with all the shit that's coming out now, all of a sudden, aliens. This is what they're going to do, bro.
Do you know my feed?
Project Bluebeam, it's coming. It's how they're going to usher in the New World Order. I'm telling you, wait, watch. We got a lot coming up. We got COVID's going to come back. They're going to release bullshit COVID restrictions on us, right? They're going to do that. We got the election coming up, which is going to be a shit show, right? Like, there's not really a good candidate. Like, you get some shitty Democrat.
Ramaswamy.
Yeah, Ramaswamy's not going to be the president.
He's doing the Donald Trump playbook.
Great.
Playbook, bro.
He's not Donald Trump.
37.
And he's not going to be the president.
Ramaswamy.
Robert Kennedy's not going to be the president.
Robert Kennedy's definitely not going to be the president.
I mean, he's not like a terrible option, though. What's so bad about Robert Kennedy?
He's a little crazy. Just a little.
What's crazy about
He's a little unhinged.
About what?
About a lot of things.
Like what?
His whole
Like what?
vibe. His vibe. It just feels.
He's a fucking Kennedy, bro. Okay? He's a Kennedy.
The name doesn't hold the weight that it
Yeah,
used
they're
to.
all like, they're all alcoholics from Massachusetts. They're a little tweaked. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
He's married to Cheryl David.
Did you see Shane Gillis's new special?
No, I don't think he's that funny, Shane Gillis.
He had this one part where he was talking about, how like white people used to be cool.
Yeah.
He was talking about white people stopped being cool when the day Jackie Robinson made his baseball debut. And he was like describing the pitcher, and he's like, he had like an old cool name. His name was like Old Curly, and he's like, he was a 37-year-old alcoholic that ran a 7-second 40. He's like the fastest man alive, they say. And then they get up and there's like white people used to do the voice. He's like, yeah, see? And then the moment Jackie Robinson hit the home run off the guy, his first at bat, they were like, never did the voice again. They're like, he's not gonna be able to hit this guy. And the guy hits a home run like 500 feet. And he's like, fuck, he hit a home run. And they never did the voice again.
Never did the voice again. That's great. Speaking of all,
It's actually pretty funny.
That is pretty fun. Speaking of all, that's what I was going to talk about before we started talking about fighter jets that went missing.
Hold on, do we have to mute this? Is this racist?
No, it's not racist. Oh, yeah, but black people. Racist? Jesus. Jews. No, what was I talking about? Oh, I saw this thing.
Was it Shanatova?
No,
Right?
about Tom Brady.
That's the
That like
Jewish New Year just happened.
He like, no, I don't give a fuck about Rosh Hashanah. I'm not Jewish. What does that mean to me?
It's joking because you said the
Jews, turn the frogs gay.
My feed is filled with Alex Jones.
I love it, dude. I love it. No,
Turn the fucking frogs gay.
This shit I heard about Tom Brady, and I think it's like such a fucking crazy concept to think about. How like somebody he liked a video or some shit about like Michigan State, like their football season. They're having a really shitty season, right? Where he played Michigan.
No, he played at Michigan.
Yeah, he played at Michigan, not Michigan State, Michigan.
They're good.
Something about or whatever. And the coach tweeted him back, hey, Tom, how about your old alma mater comes back and helps us out or something. Like maybe you want to come coach with us or whatever. And he's considering because he went to the NFL in his third year. So he technically has a year of eligibility left.
Doesn't.
No, he does.
No, he doesn't.
He can play a year of college.
The
'cause
moment
he's retired.
you get
and something about because he's actually kind of broke to Tom Brady standards because of that. He lost a lot of money with the divorce.
The reason he played.
And-
all right, I have to
and-
stop you. This
and
is
the
all,
thing-
This is
He can't go back and
This
play.
is-
He doesn't have 1 year of college left to play.
He does not.
Why not?
Because the moment you go professional and you
Yeah.
take a check for your services,
Yeah.
you negate any eligibility that you ever have left.
But what if
And
you're
he's not-
retired? What if you're retired?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
Does not matter.
You can't go play?
Not in the NCAA's eyes. No.
Really?
You cannot. If you get paid for a sport professionally, you are no longer an amateur.
You can't go back and play
have
another year in college?
No. And he's not broke. The reason he played an extra,
not broke.
he just signed a,
But, like,
he has
you
a
know.
$300 million.
Didn't he lose like $100 million in that like FTX scandal?
The reason he played an extra year at $11 million for the year is because he knew that the divorce was coming down the pipeline. Once the divorce was finalized, he signed that Fox contract for $300 million.
Well,
He's not broke by any means.
Tom Brady is worth $512 million, so he is not fucking broke.
Not broke.
But you know, he's pretty far down on the list of like top earning athletes, like globally.
Yeah, but he took pay cuts for his whole career to have his team good so he can win Super Bowls.
Damn,
He
so
just
what is
signed
this-
a 10-year,
What is this
33.
false information?
I don't know where you're getting your news from, but it's not
The
accurate.
internet.
The same place I'm getting mine.
It was
TikTok.
It was a good argument for it because of
No,
like
it's not true,
because now with like how they can pay college athletes, he could make more money playing 1 year at Michigan than he would playing one more year.
Yeah, because
professionally.
because the NIL, which is name, image, and likeness.
Yeah.
So they're not getting paid; they're getting paid for people using their name, image, and likeness, which is why they're making so much money. Like
He be getting paid.
Deion Sanders' son is probably making more than, let's say, 2/3 of the starting NFL quarterbacks because of his NIL.
What does that do with like college sports? Because like, what is the incentive to even go pro if like you're Deion Sanders' son and like that team is pretty stacked? He's bringing all these like people. They all want to play like under Deion.
Yeah, they're very
and
good.
you know he's like, you have to imagine Deion Sanders is like a cool guy.
Yeah.
And he knows like the bullshit, like seeing all these kids going through college his whole career getting fucked, making no money, and he's probably like, yo, no, you're coming play with me. Nah, this is my guy. Like hook him up. All these guys. What's the incentive to go play professional sports,
So
whether it's
I'll-
basketball or college, anything?
okay.
Why do that?
So your earning potential, obviously for college, is capped at the 4, maybe 5 years that you can actually play, right? After that, you can't. So your incentive is to get out and go pro because you have another 10 years of earning. Also, you're limited to only NIL money at the college level. So now there's streams of revenue that you can't get. So now when you go pro, you're getting paid your contract, you're getting paid endorsements, and you're getting paid NIL. So you have 3 buckets to pull from.
What's the max of like NIL money that like a player, like a top level collegiate athlete, whether it's football, basketball, baseball,
So the
whatever,
number one, who's number one now?
who's making the most?
It's not Livy Dunn. I think she's number 2. But who's number one NIL?
Yeah, it's like a female. It's a female, right?
Her name's Livy Dunn. She's a gymnast at LSU.
Okay,
She's making millions of dollars.
millions.
Shador Sanders is making millions of dollars. He's making 10, 15 million.
I guess it's different if you're like a gymnast versus.
Caleb Williams might be it.
I guess it's the difference if like a gymnast versus like a quarterback. Because what the fuck's a gymnast do after college? You might as well like make millions and then start an OnlyFans.
No, don't you do like the Olympics?
Yeah, the
After
Olympics.
college.
She'll make money at the Olympics, but listen, she's not going to make money like she's making now.
That's what
it
I'm
was
saying.
unheard of prior to that.
Yeah,
but
that's
the
what I'm
difference
saying.
is the chances of him ruining. Listen, he's going to have a multi-$100 million career in the NFL probably if he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, if he doesn't
So
get
like,
hurt.
she's not going to have that. So she's got 2 years of making $35 million a year.
Making that much money.
She's making a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
See, like you're not making that much money as an Olympic athlete. 35 million. Who's
No,
like
your endorsement's probably not that much either.
No,
But now
not at
it's like
all.
all the things that they have, like, online and fucking.
OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm
it's-
saying. You think that girl can't just show her
Caleb,
butthole
it's
on?
Caleb Williams, I think.
The highest NIL earner is somebody named Arch Manning.
Oh, yeah. Peyton Manning's
Oh,
nephew.
it's Peyton Manning's relative.
He's how could be? He's not even playing though. He's on the bench. He's the 3rd quarterback on Texas. He's a freshman.
I mean,
How much? What's the number?
Do they say? They do not say. Let me see if I can find another website.
Because Shador is making so much.
Yeah.
Deion's son is making so much money.
I guess it's all like depends. Like
And Caleb Williams, who's probably going to win the Heisman, he's winning. He's making a fuck ton. Livy Dunn is making a ton. Angel Reese, same. That we had this conversation before on here about WNBA versus college players.
Yeah.
She's getting paid millions of dollars. Nobody in the WNBA
like-
makes millions of dollars.
So I guess it probably makes sense for like
for them, it makes sense.
female
But like
athletes,
football and basketball, like
top level
top
male
level,
athletes,
like-
doesn't
You
make
say
sense.
Olivia
pro.
Dunn?
Livy Dunn.
Well, it says Olivia Dunn.
Yeah, that's the same.
Louisiana State.
Yeah.
But once again, they don't say where. I think she might be like 3rd or 4th because they don't number them.
Yeah.
But it's like she's up. She's definitely top 5.
That's
She's
interesting
definitely
that
top
it's like female athletes that are top earners. Like, but why though? Not that I might sound like a sexist, but like if you're looking at like who's that chick who's a gymnast for LSU, right? You said
Livy Dunn.
Livy Dunn. Like, what's more important to the LSU? Is there LSU football?
LSU's not paying her. She's not getting.
But where's that? So what is? I know LSU's.
She's getting paid in endorsements. She's getting paid by companies that want to use her name, image, and likeness. So she's getting paid. Let's say she has a contract with Gatorade. Gatorade's paying her $10 million. So she endorses their product while she has a big name and she has a big presence.
It's more,
her online presence is huge.
Yeah, I guess
she's big on TikTok and Instagram and all that shit. She's a content creator.
Okay,
it's like those two. So those two girls, they're twins. They played for the University of Miami. I think we talked about this already. They, instead of playing their senior year of college, they retired.
They just retired,
and now they just make content.
Yeah, show their buttholes on OnlyFans.
Pretty much.
Livy Dunn is reported by some website, not justifying, like just what they say, that she is worth $2.3 million. Based on
she's making more than that a year.
Yeah,
and then they have the list of all the buckets that she's falling from.
Yeah. So in every other realm of the world, like it pays to be a hot female athlete. Like she's very attractive.
I guess it's like pretty marketable.
Oh, excuse me. As of April 2023, her NIL valuation skyrocketed to $3.5 million.
Yeah, that's just this year.
A remarkable surge from 2.6 in December of 2022.
Yeah, and I think Shador's like 10 million. Arch Manning's like 10 million. They're all like they're making money. They're making money. Yeah,
but
it's like real money.
Yeah, but so like again, what is like if you're smart, right? Like if you're going to college, you're like halfway smart. I'm sure like Archie Manning, he's probably not an idiot. Like like the Mannings are like relatively smart. Like if you can make all that money and just why don't you like set yourself up? Like why even go play NFL?
Because you're going to make more money.
I guess you want the name.
Temporarily. Like, what if you're trash? Like, what if you're trash,
You still make more money.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say you get out of college.
Wait.
Let's say you do that. Let's say you do that. Let's say you play your 4 years, right? You make your money for 4 years. Then you get out of college and become an accountant. You're not making that money anymore. No one's paying you for your name, image, and likeness when you're doing some other bullshit job.
But if you play it right and you save your money, you can make 30, 40 million in 4 years.
He's going to end up being a top 5 draft pick. He's going to get guaranteed $40 million contract. Of course, just for the name.
Yeah.
He's got 3 years left at least.
So I guess
this guy, this actor that I follow, Devell Ellis, right? He played for the Lions. Like I think he played like 2 years NFL. He did all the things. He's great. He just wasn't good enough.
Right.
And then he just wanted to become an actor. He makes way more money acting than.
Yeah, but we're not talking about like those guys. We're not talking about these NIL leaders. These guys true. When he was in college, they probably weren't going to pay him for his for his endorsements. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not everybody
doesn't have that name.
Not everybody's
pedigree name.
Getting NIL money.
Yeah,
true.
Well, I mean, some people are, but they're getting like
not a lot.
Right, they're getting 50,000, like a local car dealership. You know what I mean? Like,
it's still nice
because he played for the Lions.
It's a lot better than what it used to be. Those guys were getting per diem for meals twice a day, $40.
Disgusting.
The food was unedible in the cafeterias.
The shit they did to
when I was in college, like that team, the football team, like they didn't. Sidney Rice, like I hung out with him a bunch of times. Like they were not getting paid. Like University of South Carolina. They were not getting paid. Like they were like he was like struggling. Like he was like it wasn't good. But then now everyone's getting paid something, a little bit.
As it should be, though.
Yeah. Because the colleges are absolutely getting paid.
Making billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars.
And it's not like it's coming out of the college's money. If it's just coming out of fucking Gatorade or Nike, like who gives a shit? Let them have money.
You know when like some of these best teams, they play like Appalachian State and kick the shit out of them? They do that because Appalachian State gets paid like a couple $1 million to play them. The school makes a couple $1 million to get the shit beat out of them by like the number one school in the country.
I think the point though, this is just my assumption, but I think the whole point why they weren't getting paid was because you're in college, you're supposed to be getting the degree, like this is not,
student athlete. Yeah, but that's bullshit when the school is making hand over fist. They're selling jerseys with your name on them, and they're making money, and you're not allowed to get a free meal from a restaurant.
It's like here's a degree that would like cost you, if you paid full price, $150,000. Look what
happened to Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush, his family took $150,000 from a guy that was trying to be his agent when he graduated, and because of that, they took his Heisman away.
It's crazy.
What a corrupt, cocksucking bullshit. That school, when he was there, made hundreds of millions of dollars.
Explain that story. I don't know that story.
So when Reggie Bush was in college,
Mm-hmm.
his family members took money. They bought like a new house,
Mm-hmm.
like from a guy who was like a family friend, but he really wasn't. And he was trying to solicit like becoming
His agent.
And then the school found out he was out of college already. He
Yeah,
won the
right.
Heisman, and then the Heisman committee took the trophy back. And now he's demanding his trophy back. He's been in
Yeah, that's
he's
shit.
in litigation with them to get it back. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's
that's
like, this is
bullshit.
fucking bullshit.
Yeah, that is bullshit. And think about a guy like Reggie Bush. How much money, NIL money, would he
Oh
have
my
made?
god, bro! When the USC was literally the kings of the world, Reggie Bush was the best. He was on the cover of NCAA football, the video game. You know what I mean?
Oh,
those guys
true,
never got
yeah.
paid for that. Vince Young was on the cover.
Yeah. You know what?
Those guys never got paid.
I wonder if like it's like open to potential lawsuits from like past play, not like bullshit players, but like guys like Reggie Bush, Ricky Williams,
Well,
like top level
he's in-
fucking
he's
guys.
in
Be
that-
like,
he's in-
where's my money?
He's trying to get his Heisman back now. I'm sure that's
He doesn't
coming.
care about the money, but like
Sure, it's coming down the pipe.
Do you think he'll get it?
I don't see why not. I mean,
it's
there's-
valid. Like not
if the guy that won the Heisman last year, Caleb Williams, got $11 million of NIL money, then he has a case for it.
Yeah.
it's pretty valid.
Yeah,
I think it's but now do the schools get sued?
I think he's suing the Heisman committee too,
Yeah, I think if you got like
because the Heisman Trophy is a outside group.
Yeah,
it's like the
something
Heisman. It's like
yeah,
the Heisman
yeah.
committee.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it's literally like the commercials are like with all like the Heisman guys living in the same house. Like that's
yeah.
fairly accurate to what like the Heisman is.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
its own governing body. Like it's the most prestigious trophy in college football but it's not technically associated with college football.
Yeah, they got to give him the trophy back.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
all those colleges are going to start getting sued by people like those top level. Maybe not for like bullshit, bench warmers, but like if you were a top level guy that like everybody in the news was talking about, and you're on the cover of this and the game cover of this, like I don't know. I think you're fucking.
You got an
old.
argument. At very least,
I think
you
it's
have
a
an argument.
super valid argument.
yeah.
Yeah.
Super valid argument.
Yeah.
Like I want my money. Like and all the bullshit, the people that were getting penalized for trying to live while they're making these colleges millions of dollars. Like, where's my money?
Think about so they released a metric for opening the home opener for University of Colorado. So that game created $18 million of economic growth in the city.
Yeah, it's got to.
That's one game.
And
what-
I can't get a proper meal.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what. Yeah, they're like, oh, they used to be like they used to get like a $40 per diem a day for food.
insane.
Are you
For
kidding me?
athletes.
For a 300-pound D tackle, $40.
I'm
What's
a
year?
300-pound regular person. I'm paying more than $40. And
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, and you think about like what is now like a guy like Deion Sanders is the coach, right? Like how much money does the college make from a guy like everybody's gonna want to go. Like I bet their enrollment's gonna like their applications are gonna go to the fucking roof now.
So the spring game this year, which was his first as a coach, was sold out.
Yeah.
Last year there was like 5,000 people there.
They were probably giving tickets away
Yeah.
last year. Yeah.
The average
probably
ticket
couldn't give them away
average
last
ticket
year.
price last year was like $40. They're
Yeah.
like $200 now. It's
crazy.
Like, it's a 50,000 person
stadium.
capacity
Yeah.
stadium. Huge. And then
wild.
but it's also like listen, on the sideline on Saturday, The Rock, Lil Wayne,
Yeah.
Master P, like the week before, T.O., Cameron,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the year before, you, me, like,
mostly me. Mostly me.
Yeah.
Mostly me before that. Yeah, but like, yeah, he's bringing like revenue,
Names,
like real
like,
revenue
views for the
dollars.
school,
Like
yeah.
they can't find rooms in hotels. There's little Airbnbs that are like booked up for
Yeah.
all of football season. Like they're real driving commerce into the area.
Got to pay the players, man.
yeah.
Got to pay them.
But he doesn't. NIL is different. He's not paying players like they play. Like
Oh, I know he's not paying.
There's all
players.
these like they used to pay players. Like there's a reason why some of these schools were like Notre Dame was like top because they were paying players like under the table. So like they're doing it all within like the rules.
Yeah, he's doing the rules,
yeah.
and like your coach is fucking Deion Sanders, and he's gonna get his people. That guy's connected. Be like, no, you're gonna talk to my agents. I gotta get hooked up with Nike or Adidas. Like,
and the biggest thing now is
that's
he's
probably
getting,
the draw.
He's
Like, you
getting
come
them
with me, I'm gonna pay you.
exposure.
Yeah.
So because they run such like a social media forward
Yeah,
strategy,
yeah.
like he's getting these guys in the public eye that like you wouldn't. Do you know who the third
Yeah.
receiver is on Colorado?
Yeah.
It's Jimmy Horn. Why do I know that? Because of all the social media and all the.
He's definitely guaranteeing those guys. He's like, yo, come play with me. I'm gonna get you paid.
Right.
I'm gonna
and
get
in that,
you paid.
in them getting
Real
more
money.
exposure, is only going to lead to them getting drafted higher, which is only going to lead them to getting more money on Sunday.
And Deion Sanders' son is fucking dirty too.
Both of
He's
them.
like really
Both
good.
of them.
Yeah,
His
they're
son
both
just
good, huh?
his son that plays safety just got defensive player of the week. He had a interception return for a touchdown for 80 yards. He also had a forced fumble. He had 4 tackles, whatever. His other son is all world at quarterback.
Yeah.
Like literally, like when the lights are the brightest, he's
level.
like destroying everybody. And his mentor is Tom Brady.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They text each other after every game.
Your dad's Deion Sanders. Like, man.
That's what they're like. Oh, do you feel pressure? He's like, my last name's Sanders.
I'll be fine.
Prime time, baby.
Yeah.
Look good,
Look good,
feel good,
feel good, play good, they pay good.
You get paid good, baby. That's it. Prime time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
fucking love Deion Sanders.
Yeah, I do like
But like he cares. Like he cares with like all of them, not just his own kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
of course. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, you gotta.
and he's got like the documentary. So he did when he was at Jackson
I gotta watch.
State,
I saw it's on Netflix or something, right? Or
Amazon Prime.
Amazon
so
Prime.
the second season is going to come out soon, and that's at Colorado.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the last one was at Jackson State.
Good for Deion.
But look what he did to Jackson State, and that's why he left. Like they had a deal where like revenue dollars were supposed to be like put towards the football team, and they weren't.
Really?
And they were selling out stadiums, and the numbers weren't matching up. And he's like, "Why? Like, how are you going to be shady like that?" Like, so then he left. Obviously, he left also because his kids were going to play in the
Yeah.
NFL, are going to play at a better school, and
Yeah. Damn, I wish I had those problems.
Yeah, right.
I am looking forward to going to that college game in a few weeks, so it's gonna be a good time,
They're
man.
both going to be good. They're both going to be good.
I really want to start watching NCAA games. I've always said I want to do it. I
Every
don't
time
know
I wa-
anything about college ball.
It's just football, just with players you don't know about.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like more fun to watch. Like college football is
I've
like
heard
more
that.
fast paced, like higher scoring. Like I don't know, college ball is fun.
College
to watch.
football, the environment, like going to the game, is way more fun than the NFL game.
Yeah, like
it's
pre gaming for college has got to be way cooler than pre gaming for pro NFL.
I need to find an
like
New York
tailgating.
team.
I've been to like NFL tailgating. It's fucking lame.
It's not just that, like the atmosphere in the stadium.
yeah.
Like it's just like 50,000 people. Like they have like their chants. They have like the school things. Like they did the blackout game at the Swamp, which is University of Florida. Dude, it was electric. Like
Yeah.
it's just you just don't get. It was like. Okay, it was like opening night for the Jets before Aaron Rodgers got hurt. That's what like the college feel is like, but you don't get that at
every day is 9/11 with Aaron Rodgers running out with a flag at a college
you don't
game.
get that at NFL games like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know, there's a lot of like
Do we got to like pick sides for this? Do we got to like wear a jersey for this thing, or we can just go like?
I think we're sitting in like the Miami section.
Yeah, I'll throw the U up, dog.
They're both good. They're both ranked. Miami's got like a revival. They're like it's gonna be a good game.
I'm just gonna go like.
They got Drake
No
May
colors.
at quarterback in North Carolina. He's gonna be a top 5 pick.
I'm hyped to go on the field.
Yeah,
That's gonna
Same.
be cool. That's gonna
Yeah.
be cool as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss playing football. Every time I watch football, I miss playing it.
I miss playing football too.
Good times.
It's like one sport that like you can't just keep playing.
No, you can't. You can play like some lame touch football league. That's fucking
not-
stupid. I
it's
don't
not
want to do that.
I have a buddy who he actually joined the Air Force now. He used to play in some like they went hard, like full gear, full.
Yeah.
I also can't
Contact.
do that. I'm not
I would die.
My athletic ability kind of peaked at like sophomore year.
The
of high
last
school.
time I played football was a fraternity game, and I realized I'm getting old.
Yeah, dude, I can't play football. I
Yeah,
would
no.
fucking be dead.
Oh, I can barely move as it is.
I can't even run, dude. I run like a weirdo.
It's unfortunate.
I definitely have 37-year-old knees.
I got an 80-year-old hip.
I got a 16-year-old penis.
That's from the TRT.
That's in the TRT.
How is the TRT doing?
How's that guy?
Good. Keep.
Do you feel it? Do you feel different? Does it? Have you noticed difference?
No, I've been sleeping better. My workouts are good.
Yeah.
But it's not steroids. It's not like I'm taking Tren. I mean, maybe I could. Just start taking, now that I'm like used to the needles, it doesn't bother me anymore. Just fucking stick it in and just shoot myself with a little D-ball or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I
feel good. Feel
went
stronger.
on the scale a couple days ago, and since I've been way more active,
we-
like actively going to the gym,
Yeah.
like with my vegan steroids, and like
It's terrible.
Vegan
I did-
cocaine.
Matcha root.
dropped 7 pounds. So
Okay.
yeah,
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
I'll take it.
That's good. You get 1 pound at a time, man.
Team
pounds
fit.
on, yeah.
Team fit in this bitch.
Yeah, you just got to
Start working on my summer body now.
Yeah. I gain weight. I look fat in the summer. I'll by February, I'm going to look great in February. I'll probably be 20 pounds lighter. I'll bulk up, and then summertime.
I lose weight in the summer. I always lose weight in the summer.
I always gain weight in the summer because it's last
I
summer.
sweat getting off the couch though.
No. I definitely gain weight in the hot. This gauntlet that we're about to run through of Caribbean food where all the aunties and uncles cooked everything and you have to eat it all.
What gauntlet is
When
this?
we get in the trays, come on.
Thanksgiving, Christmas. New
Wasn't the
Year's.
West Indy parade in New York like
Yeah,
a couple of
days
weeks ago? Days or weeks ago?
like a week or two?
That shit is wild.
It's the weekend. It was the weekend before my birthday.
Man, them girls be wearing
Yeah, them West Indy girls.
none of the things.
None of them tings, man. The mad tings.
I like it.
Just slapping the mad tings on the steel pans. Yeah.
That is such a wild thought. God damn it.
I like it. That makes
like
me
it
that
too.
makes me want to go to fucking East New York to a West Indy parade
That's
right now.
That's cried.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm there.
San Gennaro's going on right now.
You know
San
what?
Gennaro.
Just Italian festivals
Action Bronson was
bother me.
cooking for everybody.
Fuck him. He's not even Italian. He's like, what is he, like Bulgarian or something?
I like Action Bronson.
I do like him.
I like
That's
Action
delicious. I like that.
Yeah.
show.
You know what
Big
bothers
body.
You know what bothers me about Italian festivals? It's like the Italian culture has been reduced to like sausage and peppers and
Sauce.
mafia movies.
Sauce.
Like that's it. There's no like it's such a weak culture.
What?
It is. It's like a bunch of fucking what?
Whatever just walked by.
What was that?
You look like Bigfoot.
A human?
It was some big old boo bird with her tattoos hanging out.
Yeah.
Not much clothing.
Nice.
Yeah.
I should have had her come on in.
Yeah.
Like you want to?
Talk about your life.
Like you want to tell
Shows
us?
me.
You want to
Shows
tell
me.
us what you have issues with today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like Italian festivals. They just like bother me. It's like they're all the same. It's like the same like Guinea music and like blah. Like Italians, they just lose their culture.
The problem with San Gennaro is there's too many fucking people.
Well, it is too
You
many
can't
people.
even walk. It's like
No,
jam packed.
yeah.
It's horrible.
There's so many like Italian festivals you can go to like on the island like around the time of San Gennaro that like to go in.
I like the Greek festivals.
Yeah, the Greek festival.
I've never been to
Hampton
the Greek
Bays, the
festival.
Hampton Bays Greek festival is the best.
They're best. You never been to a Greek festival?
I've never done it. I have no problem with it.
See, the Greeks are like the Italians, except like they still have their
Harbor Fest was this
their
past weekend.
culture. Oh, Harborfest is cool.
To be fair, I haven't gone to. I don't know the name.
I
I've
didn't
never
go.
known the name.
I didn't go. So
Right? I've never known the name. We've always just called it the feast. Like my friends and I growing up, I haven't gone since I was like 20
Going where?
to the feast.
The feast.
Whatever.
San Gennaro?
Oh,
Yeah.
San Gennaro,
That-
yeah,
We've
yeah.
always just called it the feast or the Italian
Yeah.
feast.
Yeah, the Guinea feast.
yeah,
I never called it that.
San Gennaro.
San Gennaro. I won a.
But they do
Going
have
pin,
good
going pin
Italian.
the dollar. Come on.
I was
good,
the
good fortune.
I was the Zeppeli eating champion
I could
of
see
the
that.
2019
I could see that.
Hampton Bays San Gennaro
can
Fest.
see that.
I destroyed the competition.
Yeah, but how much competition is it really though?
There's a lot of fat people over there.
Wasn't it? It was regulars. It was regular people. It was me. And they
regular
just
dudes.
couldn't keep up. I had the technique. It was you got to take the Zeppeli and then a sip of water to soften it in your mouth. Swallow it down. I fucking destroyed the
How many
competition.
food
dude.
eating contests have you won?
3.
Yo, we gotta get you in another one. Like do the Nathan's one.
Coney Island.
Yeah.
Actually, that's
Take a
like
ride in the Cyclone.
that's like on my bucket
You
list.
couldn't get me on that.
To do Coney Island.
the hot dog. eating contest?
Yeah, the hot dog eating
But
contest.
you can't just like do it, right?
I think you can. I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
it seems like it's like a. They're
No,
all
you-
prof-
no,
it seems
no,
like they're all
no.
professional eaters. No,
No,
No, I don't think- I think, like, the dudes on the wings are, like, just regular dudes.
Anybody can enter the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, and then they have a Zeppeli eating contest in San Gennaro, Little Italy, San Gennaro, which I was going to do 2 years ago, and then we missed the day it was. So then I was like, I don't even want to go anymore. So I wanted to go and eat more Zeppelis than anybody on Mulberry Street. I just do it for the T-shirt. If there's a T-shirt involved, I'm fucking in there, dude. I'm doing it. And then I won remember that bar I bartended at in Montauk back in the day?
Runaways.
Runaways, yeah. We had a big ass burrito eating contest. And
Did you win that too?
Yes.
So you've won 4?
3.
Wait.
3.
3. Zeppeli.
Burrito, Zeppeli, lobster roll. Burrito,
okay,
lobster roll,
Zeppeli.
Zeppeli in that order.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
you got to do the Nathan's one, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what though? Like,
Glizzy King.
The Glizzy King.
Glizzy.
Yeah, Glizzy. I wonder how many hot dogs I could eat. People take that serious, though. It'd be like,
You couldn't eat 70 hot dogs like fucking Joey Chestnut.
and how long? How long do you have?
5 minutes? Is it 5 minutes?
That's a lot of fucking hot dogs, dog. That's a lot of hot
68
dogs.
or something he had?
That's a lot of hot dogs.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that.
I can't eat like
There's like certain foods that would like bother me. Like I don't like a hot dog. Like it's a lot of
Oh
hot
my
dogs.
god. The world record is 76 hot dogs and buns in 2021.
Kobayashi.
I think it's Kobayashi.
Yeah, see, like
No, Joey Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut. They banned Kobayashi from participating, right?
Why?
Because he's not.
he too good.
No, because he's not signed. So they're all those professional eaters are signed to the same like competitive
Agency?
eating
Really?
league. Yeah, they're all, and
Really?
he's not. So they don't let him compete.
That sucks.
Seems
It's like a whole political.
So that's definitely an
shit.
asterisk on your
seems
record then.
racist.
I mean, he did it live. He did it like from a live feed at the same time, and beat him. But Joey Chestnut won a couple years ago. But I think he did it again, and then Joey Chestnut beat him anyway.
He's trying to get that NIL money.
I don't like the way that he eats the hot dogs. You know, that chicken jerking
Like,
motion.
no. He's like glucking. He's doing like yeah,
He's like-
This double-headed swirly.
yeah. I don't like that. Like dunk it in the water because like I want to like be competitive, but I'm not gonna dunk my fucking
That one
hot dog
guy,
in the water. It's
he,
gross.
he doesn't do the water. He does the lemonade.
Oh god.
That's a wild boy.
Fancy.
28 hot dogs and 3 cups of lemonade. Ooh.
I remember that burrito eating contest. I was so full afterwards, and like I went outside and I like smoked a cigarette like an idiot, and it just was like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom, and I fucking vomited in the bathroom. It was like a tube. It was like, came out of my mouth like, it was like a burrito, just like
You just gave it back.
gave it back. I gave it back to the ocean.
Woof.
Yeah, woof. But I got
Jesus.
the t-shirt. I did it, and I got the t-shirt. I got the fucking t-shirt.
No one was monitoring the bathrooms directly after.
They like
You
weighed
gotta
me.
hold it down for 30 minutes.
Like, get back on the scale. It was like a deal that I would sell to tables, or they could like you could do the challenge, and if like you could eat it in under
was
like
free.
it was free. And there was this fucking one guy. He was like a local. He's like from Springs, like some redneck. This big fat dude. He would come in and he would get the big ass burrito. He would eat it the whole fucking
Every time?
Every time.
Jesus Christ.
Every time, dude. It was like a.
He's like, come on, kids, dinner's free tonight.
It was like a 4 or 5 pound burrito, bro. And he
God.
fucking.
He was like, "Oh, it's just free dinner."
And he would. I remember he would get that. He would order that, a flan, and black coffee in like fucking July. I'd be like, "What are you doing, dude?" Like
An hour later, you go into the bathroom. Who did that?
yo, there's no way. This is a long time ago. There's no way that guy hasn't had a quad bypass by now. He's got to be dead.
That's
Oh my god.
He's got to be fucking dead.
Wait, what movie is that?
I think his name was like Joey Dumps too. I think he owned like a dump company or
Yeah, that
something
sounds
like
about
that.
right.
Joey Dumps. He like delivered trailers to the beach for people and
I
stuff.
forget what movie that is, but the guy comes out of like the porta potty. He's like, "How you doing?" He's like, "I just destroyed that porta potty." And the guy opens the door and he's like, "Who did that?" Throws up immediately.
Yeah, that was this guy. This guy definitely destroyed a couple of porta potties in his day. Disgusting. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe next year I'll do the like a San Gennaro fest. I always forget about San Gennaro. Actually, if I didn't have my kids this weekend, I probably would have gotten squirrely and been like, "Let's go to San Gennaro." But
We could go live
with my kids.
live from the feast.
I could just make fun of Italian culture, like how it's just totally watered down to fucking bullshit to
Yeah.
the Jersey Shore and like
it's so-
mob films and like shitty Italian food that's like not even made in Italy. That's my point. Like, right? So my girlfriend's Greek. Devin's Greek. I went to Greek Easter. And these are all like they're American,
Yeah.
but like they're still super tight with their fucking culture. Like they all speak Greek. They all do the dances. They all sing the songs. All that. Even like Portuguese people do that. They're all here.
Yeah.
But they're not like so far
That's because our
removed.
culture is not Italian. Our culture is Italian American. That's what it is. When you're
Yeah,
from New
that's
York,
true.
when you're from New York, they develop their own culture. That like, listen, in Italy, They don't say mozzarella. They don't say menegot. They don't say ricotta. They don't say that. It doesn't. They don't.
I know.
Rigot. Where's the
I
rigot?
know,
They don't
but
not
why-
pronounce the vowels at the end. That's a New York Italian thing.
But
or maybe not a New York.
It's
Maybe
not a
a
New York thing.
A northeast.
It's a fucking all Italian
northeast
thing.
Italian thing.
It's an Italian
It's a
thing
northeast
everywhere.
Italian thing.
Italian culture anywhere in the country is just like.
Nah, they don't say that.
Well, is there that
It's like,
many-
it's like
and this is my
Italian
ignorance.
culture. Italian culture isn't how you say fucking ricotta or mozzarella. It's not Italian culture. It's like the culture, like the history of it. Like Italian Americans do not speak Italian for the most part.
Right.
A lot of like I went to.
Yeah, but that's-
I went to Greek Orthodox Church for Christmas. Greek Easter. I went midnight mass.
Yeah.
All those fucking people speak Greek. Even the kids. There's kids there, and maybe they can't. Oh, blah, blah, Greek.
A
back
little
and
bit of
forth.
Greek.
No, enough that you can
Malaka.
read the prayers, read this. You can read from the Bible. It's all done in Greek. They all know it, right?
All our Bibles are in English.
listen, you know what they fucking talking about, dude.
You were raised Episcopalian. I was raised Catholic.
Yeah, I
The
was raised-
Bibles are in English. Their Bibles are in Greek.
I'm talking about the fucking cultures. Roman Catholic.
Yeah.
There was churches at one point, Catholic churches, that would have the mass in
Italian?
in Roman, in Italian.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, all
they don't
those things are in Latin now. No, not now, but
Nobody
like,
speaks Latin anymore.
No one speaks Latin.
I'm almost certain that when I went to Catholic school, that all that shit was Latin.
Greek people still, or Portuguese people, right? There's a massive Portuguese festival in Massachusetts every year, right? And like, there's obviously a lot of Portuguese immigrants, but now their kids are all like, they're kids. They're fucking American. They're not Portuguese, but you go to this and they're like, it's called a rancho, which is like this. They're like these dance groups at any like Portuguese American centers all over the country. It's like this dance that the Portuguese people do. Like you go there and it's like 20-year-old kids doing these dances. Like
They're just more prideful about their heritage.
yeah, that's what that's what it is. It's like the pride in cultures. Even I'm sure like Trinidadian culture or like Jamaican or Greek or that. It's like stronger than.
Whereas ours is not like that.
Yeah, you go to like it's like
We have like
isn't
the
that-
certain
that's-
like Sunday dinner thing.
Yeah, Sunday
Like,
dinner.
That's about it.
Yeah, Sunday dinner. That's about it. But like there's no church. There's no like
Wouldn't that be
cultural
up to you,
dances or anything.
Well,
it is, but
you
it
also
isn't.
have to
Like,
bring it. You also have to.
there's a
point-
Portuguese American center in Long Island. It's one of the biggest
Okay.
ones in the country.
Okay.
There's not an Italian American center on Long
Make
Island.
one.
There might be.
I'm not
Make,
even
make
bullshitting.
one. I'm
There might
fucking.
be.
I'm only half Italian.
There
I'm gonna
might
make
be.
one. I can't
Also,
speak Italian.
You have to also correlate with things that happen with the Roman Catholic Church.
I don't think it has anything to do with the church. I think we've been here so long
I
that
think
we're
it
like.
does have something to do with it. I think that a lot of the moving pedophiles around the country.
But those were like Irish priests. Those weren't like
It's still Catholic. What's the difference?
they weren't like Guinea priests touching the kids.
You don't know that.
I'm sure there's a couple Italian.
sure they
priests
were, too.
playing fiddlesticks
Yeah.
with the kids.
Yeah.
But it's like all those fucking Irish ones in Boston. Those are all those getting molested. The
It wasn't
churches in
just
Boston.
there. It was a lot of places. But I'm just saying, like, I'm sure that correlation into the church isn't as like the relationship. The racial relationship with the church isn't as strong with our culture anymore because of all the fucked up shit.
But it has nothing to do with really.
think it does.
doesn't have anything.
I don't think
touch-
it's solely
touch
on
all
church.
those altar
No, but
boys.
everything is based off of saints. Like that big festival in Massachusetts. It's based off a saint, a Fatima. Fatima is like the Portuguese
So is
saint.
the
so
feast.
they're
The
all
feast is based off a
saints.
saint.
That's what I'm saying. But like Catholic's Catholic. I'm talking culture to like culture, that representation of culture, not like the church.
yeah.
The church. It's like a representation of the culture.
When you go to like the Fatima fucking
Fatima, yeah.
whatever. Do you see a lot of non-Portuguese people?
No, it's all fucking poor. There's some.
Okay, so when
But
you
it's
go
all
to the
Portuguese
feast, when you go to
people.
the feast,
There are some now
you'll
more than like
there'll be a
in
ton
past.
it'll be mostly non-Italian.
Yeah, but then that's what I'm saying, bro.
Right. There's not as much
It
pride.
sounds like it's like the Italian feast. If I understand you correctly, it sounds like you're saying that the Italian feast now is more like a tourist attraction than it is.
Well, any
culture.
of those things are like, it's not like only exclusive to Italians or Portuguese or Greek. Like although it's other people
I don't
too.
know what you're talking about. You got to swipe your Italian American card when you get in there.
Yeah, you gotta swipe it. Like let's see your dark pubic hair.
Show me your circumcision.
Let me see the circumcision. I don't know. I just feel like on a larger scale level that like the Italians are just poorly represented, like culturally. Like that's what I'm saying. Like there's so much culture that the Italians have brought to the world, but it's like just you get spaghetti and meatballs and you get fucking mob movies. Like that's it. Like that's it. Like that's Italian.
but
that's
that's
the Italian culture.
It's hacky.
That's what I'm saying.
hacky.
Italian culture is like tacky. Like it's this, like even though the Italian New Yorkers are the worst. They're
It's
like
a cliche now, right?
It's like very. That's what I'm
walking
saying. It's like
yeah.
cliche. It's like a cliche.
like all the even like the Italian content creators now, like Cooge,
Yeah.
and like Lil Mo, and like those
no one
guys.
talks like that. That guy Lil Mo. There you doing? Shut the fuck up, dude. No one talks like that. Like somebody in the real world in New York would just smack you for talking.
Cogene.
Yeah, that's annoying. You talk like that all
Yeah,
the
but
time.
okay,
The growing
I
up
get what
Italian,
you're
like the
saying.
growing up Italian.
Those guys
podcast.
are annoying too. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you're from Napolitano. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up. You're from fucking Staten Island. Shut up. Your
Staten
family,
Italy.
Your family hasn't been from Italy for fucking 70 years.
Not true.
No.
No, the one guy, his dad is.
He's like off the boat, off the boat.
But see, but that's the thing.
They speak Italian. They speak
that's
Italian.
very rare. But that's very, very
They
rare.
also talk not in their neighborhoods. In their neighborhoods, it's not.
no.
We
It's
didn't grow
very
up.
rare.
Here's the other
It's
thing.
very rare.
We didn't grow up in those neighborhoods.
No, but it's still very rare that there's like Italian speaking neighborhoods in New York. Very rare.
It's not though.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
I can assure you.
I
It's
bet if you
untrue.
went to like a big, like the biggest Greek festival in New York and the biggest Italian festival in New York,
Yeah.
there's more people that can speak Greek at a Greek festival than there's people that can speak Italian at an Italian festival.
That's because
I would put money on
every word derives from Greek. I'll tell you how it's a Greek word.
I love Greek festivals.
I love Greek festivals too. Gyro, come on. Hot
I got
sauce,
hooked up. I got hooked
extra
up with.
tzatziki.
I got hooked up with free gyros at the last Greek festival I went
Fucking,
to.
I love gyros.
Love a gyro. So yeah, fuck Italian culture.
But something I've
We're more than mob movies, people.
No, we're not.
Yes,
Something
we
that
are.
I would
The
say that I've
greatest TV
noticed.
show of all time, The Sopranos.
That's what screwed you guys.
Okay, and even that, it's like an over dramatic representation of Italian culture. That Italian, and there was an episode on that. Dr. Melfi's husband was always about no one ever gives credit to the Italians. And what are the Italians? We're boiled down to shitty pasta and mob movies. That's it. That's all they do. If you're Italian, you must be a criminal. You're Italians, you must be a criminal. That's my point.
They have a new podcast. I like their podcast.
I know it's good.
Not
right?
today, pal.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. But yeah, fucking Italians, man. The Italians, what the hell?
But something I feel like
Get
I've
it together.
seen
Fix it,
is that
Italians.
And the best
Italians-
TV shows are just about crime anyway, but just like different races of crime, like The Wire. The Wire is one of the best TV shows ever. What is that? Just a different version of crime.
Baltimore fucking crime.
Baltimore crime,
Yeah.
Sopranos, Jersey crime.
Which is HBO shows in general.
And The Sopranos.
Boardwalk Empire is a good one.
That's a good one. I love Boardwalk Empire.
True Detectives.
True
Season
Detectives
one.
was good. Yeah, season one was good. That's the one with Vince Vaughn, right?
No. That's the one with Woody Harrelson, Matthew McConaughey.
What was the one with Vince Vaughn?
That's season 2.
That was good too. I like that
Season 1 was better.
He died and they made him strip and he had all the diamonds sewed on the inside of his suit in the desert. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
That was a good one.
Yeah, so like we got to make Italian Americans great again, I think.
The only, like I was trying to say, like the only thing that I've noticed is that Italian American accent and an actual Italian's accent is completely different.
Totally different.
And I never knew that. I never knew that.
Italian Americans go to Italy, they're like just look like classless morons. Like it's totally different. Like the food's completely different. Everything about it's different. It is.
Yeah.
It just is.
I mean, I'm not engrossed in the Italian culture, so I can't talk. But
like Italian food is way different than like American Italian food.
Yeah. So
Way different.
How did that happen though? Because like I'm trying to
Well-
put that. Hold on, I'm trying to put that with Caribbean culture and like.
Well, it's-
like
Well, here's what. Okay.
It's just like anything. When like
American Italian cuisine is derived from being very poor, so it's all heavy pasta based, like cream based.
shitty cuts of
stuff.
meat, slow
Yeah.
cook. It's like how did barbecue become a thing,
It's
right?
like poverty food.
well,
poverty food.
That is like my favorite Caribbean food is oxtail.
Yeah.
Nobody is reaching out.
That's my favorite Caribbean.
Oxtail's banging, but
Yeah.
that's peasant food, and that's
Yes.
like everything good that you eat, whether it's Caribbean, like soul food, Jamaican. That's in America. It's it's
So
peasant
Italian food from Italy is derived from the sea because it's Mediterranean. It's Mediterranean
Right.
culture,
I'm with you.
which is like what Greek food is based Mediterranean cuisine. It's a lot of fish, a lot of light dishes, not heavy pasta, heavy cream. It's like it's not like that, but American Italian is like that because
all
it's all
heavy.
derived from very poor people.
I'm here shitting on Italian culture. I made mozzarella from scratch this
I
weekend.
saw you on your story.
But you know
Looked
what?
delicious.
It was delicious.
Right.
Because you got to respect the culture.
Yeah.
Most of these Guineas, they, oh, mozzarella. You don't even know how to say it right. You can't even make it.
I learned to make pasta from scratch during the pandemic.
I can't make pasta. I can make
I did
I
it.
want to make
came out
sauce.
good.
I want to learn how to make sauce. I had.
Fucking easy, bro. I made sauce.
It's easy for you. You've been around it. I don't know.
For?
Long. I started at
4
like
hours? What?
when I got home. I probably like had it in the pot by like 9, and then we ate at like 4.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you don't need more than 5 hours. You don't need more than that.
No.
It's like any more than that, just it doesn't make a difference.
I saw a video of
Your
this like
meatballs too?
really
What'd you
old
do?
lady.
Meatballs, sausage, and then I made ziti.
How do you make your meatballs? Do you flash pan fry them first and then
Yeah.
put them into and then finish them in the sauce?
I brown them in the pot, and then you brown all the meat in the pot, and then you hit it with a little red wine. You get the glaze it, scrape all the shit out, and then I put the onions and the garlic in, let it sizzle, a little red pepper, and my fucking shit, more
Just had a
seasoning.
PTSD flashback of your dad with the
Yeah, it's a little like that, and then you get when the sauce starts to bubble, then I add my meat in there. You're nice and low and slow, and you let that motherfucker cook until you're hungry.
yeah.
That's it. Make a little mozzarella. I made banging ziti though.
Trying to make your own pasta, bro.
That's too much extra work.
It's easy. I made
It's
it. It
not.
was easy.
It's not fucking easy.
It was easy.
You got
I
to do
made
the
it.
whole thing. You got to get.
I didn't have
gotta
the
get
pasta
the
maker. I
crank-
had to make it
you
myself.
got to get like the pasta
Yeah, I
thing. I'm
didn't
not
have-
doing that. That's
I
too
had
much
to, like,
work.
really, like, you know, cut it.
I tried to do it once. I had like the pasta attachment for like the Cuisinart machine, and it wasn't good. And I was like, I'll just buy
I was
pasta.
just the beginning of the pandemic. I was literally like first month, March to April, literally so bored, shut down, couldn't do anything, watching The Sopranos, and I was like looking in my house. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make pasta from scratch. I
got flour.
just started making pasta.
Yeah, if you got flour and egg, that's all you need to make pasta.
My mom was like, she's like, you made this from scratch? I was like, yeah. She's like, it's actually really good. I was like, she's like, you can't even cook. I'm like,
Yeah, I can.
Shit,
could do anything.
Maybe I'll make some pasta from scratch now. I should. I don't know. I like cooking. I've been cooking a lot lately. It's too much money.
I don't have any room in my kitchen to really
out.
cook. And
Yeah.
it gets too hot. Fuck that.
Nah, I can't. You need space to cook.
Yeah.
Who has hella space now?
Oh,
This guy.
yeah. What are you gonna do? You cook?
Oh yeah, I cook. I'm really good.
What do you cook?
A lot of Caribbean food. Actually, no. Let me not just say that. I make really good American sushi. I have to say that because I'm not a pro
American
sushi.
sushi.
What's
As
American
in-
sushi?
Because I'm not a pro sushi maker. You know what I mean? It's like
You're not
real
a sushi chef.
Yeah. I mean,
You're not a
my-
pro
Is that episode
sushier.
of The League where they leave because the sushi chef's white?
I remember I went to Puerto Rico for a vacation one time with my family, and we went to the restaurant. It was a hibachi, and they had a Puerto Rican hibachi chef. I remember looking at my mom like, "This is gonna be the worst fucking
is not gonna
hibachi
be-
you ever had in your fucking life," and it was so bad. It
Jeez.
was so bad.
This dude that I know is a sushi chef. He's white. He's
Yeah.
married to a Japanese woman. They have a cute kid, whatever.
Oh, goji. What they call him, gojis or whatever.
So he learned in Japan.
Oh, that's
bro,
cool.
he's a sushi chef at a omakase spot.
Really?
He's so fucking good.
That's cool. I mean, it's not like you just got to be taught to do it. Like you can be
No,
white and
no.
be a good sushi chef.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean like anybody can do it, but like
Yeah.
if you go through the steps.
No,
like,
but he's
that,
like-
but
yeah.
okay,
super
that's what I was saying.
talented.
That's what I was saying. Like I've never been trained. I just
Yeah.
saw a couple YouTube videos.
That's
I know how to
cool.
do the rice, the nori, whatever filling.
He's like,
blah,
what do
blah,
you
blah,
guys? He's like, what do you guys like? He's like, I got it. Don't
That's
worry.
cool.
Comes out and it's like, bomb.
I
Everything.
love
bomb.
Asian culture. Yeah, I love Asian,
I love Asian
culture.
food.
You ever go to Korean barbecue?
Yeah.
In Queens, there's a spot I go to on Bell Boulevard, O2 Barbecue. Shout out to O2 Barbecue. Oh, I fucking love this place. $35, all you can eat. Get
I
that
just went to one.
thin brisket.
Cook it on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
So good. They just like bring out the
Yeah.
meats. You tell them what you want. They just
Yeah.
bring out like a plate full of fucking shit and you eat
Yeah.
that shit. Oh my
So
God.
good.
So good.
Drink a pitcher of Kieran Light.
Yeah.
A little Ichiban.
Then you get like a massage and a hand job up the street because you're in Queens
No,
afterwards.
to the back room.
Maybe you couldn't.
Hey, I worked in an escape room and like it was in Manhattan.
You got fired for
And
jerking off in an
upstairs.
escape room.
Upstairs, there was a massage parlor and they got shut down because they did a lot of rub and tug.
They should just make it legal.
There was one next to.
You ever been-
there was
you're-
one next to Paul's house that got shut down. Literally right next to his house.
No, okay. No, I was thinking for a second because I'm like, that could have been it, but no, that wasn't.
It's on 52nd.
You ever been to
Between second and
Montreal?
first.
Montreal,
Yes.
Canada.
Yeah.
And you go to like where they have what team, hockey team plays in Montreal?
Canadiens.
The Canadians, like right in that downtown area.
Yeah.
And we were like walking around it. We went to some we went to a Dave Chappelle show at that arena for this bachelor party, and like all the offices above like the main area, everything was like XXX neuro massage. Like they're right out there in Montreal.
They have like a red light district.
Yeah,
like Amsterdam.
You can just call hookers to your place, and they're just like
Uber
That's what they
hookers.
call the Amsterdam in North America.
yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a great place to go for a bachelor party. It's a great place to go.
Is that better than the place in Mexico you're talking about?
It's closer. Well, arguably,
Yeah.
not really. If you fly,
Yeah, right.
Mexico's closer. If you drive, Montreal's a little further. Actually, I can get to fucking Tijuana quicker than I can get to Montreal if I flew. It's different.
If you drove, it'd take fucking
It's
forever.
different.
It'd
Do you
take
want
12 hours.
do you want bad Latino mommies or do you want like bad Eastern European women?
French Canadian?
Yeah, French Canadian, like just European. They're not. I want a Latino mommy.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and like Hong Kong's just cool. It's like walking into like a Tarantino movie. You know, it's awesome.
Yo, I just saw
There's
Glorious
so
Bastards
many-
for the first time.
There's so many like memes and videos of Hong Kongs.
Yeah, just Hong Kong's is amazing.
With a guy that proposed.
Me and my buddy, we were,
And she said yes.
bro, me and my buddy, when we were there last, and we're like drinking, we had like a bottle of tequila at the table. It was awesome. It was so much fun. There was like, I don't know, probably 10 girls at the table. They're all like trying to get your money, you know?
Yeah.
And the one girl who got my money for the night, she was beautiful. And I looked at her, I was like, oh my God. I was like, you want to marry me? You marry me right now? And she just looks at me, she says, yes. Yes. Like,
Take me away from this place.
Yeah, no, I think like that's like their plan is like they work at Hong Kong's and they hopefully like make some some guy from the Navy in San Diego fall in love and like bring them back to America and marry them.
I
Like,
told you, that guy
can-
comes out of the back. Stop trying to steal my women.
Yeah, dude, you can get a wife in Hong Kong's and they're beautiful. Some are like you see some of them walking around and you're just like, you're a real person. It's like some of them look like those girls you see on Instagram. You're like, who is this? Like where is this person like right now on a Tuesday?
Miami.
Miami. They might be at Hong Kong's. Like they're, yeah.
Just got back from Greece. Now they're in Miami.
Now they're in Miami.
Getting ready to go to Tulum.
Tulum, yeah. I want to go to Tulum.
Ah, so good.
I'd like to go to Mexico for Thanksgiving. I think I'm going to settle for West Palm Beach, though.
I'm going to go to Puerto Rico in December.
I don't like Puerto Rico.
You haven't been to the good spots.
What's a good spot of Puerto Rico?
Dorado, Rincon, Culebra
I
Island.
don't want to go to Rincon and run into a bunch of people from Long Island.
No,
If you go to Puerto Rico, regardless, you're probably going to run to.
no,
That's what
Dorado.
I'm saying.
Dorado.
Dorado. Who am I? A money launderer? Going to go to Dorado and hang out with Peter Schiff and fucking Logan Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Culebra Island. That's the one. That's a good one.
I don't like Puerto Rico.
Well, you're an idiot.
It's like a shitty part of America.
It's not.
You go over there, you drive from the airport, like, what is this fucking dump? It's like, this is like shitty. Oh, but there's like a KFC and a Payless shoes, but there's like, children playing with a stray dog in a box, like on the side of the road. It's
Some
fucking
spots,
disgusting.
Yeah, in some spots.
Disgusting.
I like Puerto Rico.
I heard
like
that
it a lot.
Puerto Rico was the seventh borough.
It might be.
You're not wrong.
It might be.
What's the eighth? Dominican Republic?
The eighth, the sixth.
You know what I like?
The sixth is Miami.
You know what I like?
Then the eighth is the Dominican Republic.
You know what I like?
What?
I like fucking USA America. Okay, I like America. Love America.
America. Fuck
yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Fuck
America.
yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
So I fell down the rabbit hole with the the Maui fires after our last conversation. Pretty crazy.
Direct energy weapons?
I mean, the fact that the government accidentally sent $5 billion to the Ukraine and it would cost $5 billion to rebuild everything.
Rebuild all of
in Maui.
Hawaii.
And literally the governor came out and publicly said that they were going to relocate everybody in Lahaina
Yeah.
to another island
Yeah.
and like take the land from them. It's fucked.
It's fucked. And that's like generational land. That's
Yeah.
like land that.
Yeah.
And none of those people from Hawaii.
They don't have money either. It's a very poor area.
They have no money.
Yeah.
There's no money in Hawaii.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so.
They offered them a
everything-
$700 check.
The fuck? Shit's so expensive in Hawaii too. My dad's cousins used to live in Hawaii. They would come visit once a year and they would wait to buy shit like remote control cars and toys and stuff for their kids because it's just so expensive over there. Yeah, Hawaii is not like
Yeah.
fucking puka shells and Maui, koala,
I'll tell
man.
you
Like,
one
no,
thing.
dude, it's not. Like, it's a shithole. Like, a lot of Hawaii is a shithole.
Every
beautiful
Hawaiian I
views.
know, I have a few Hawaiian friends, and they always say the same thing: stop fucking coming here. Because like anybody who comes here is like you're just ruining.
I've never been to Hawaii.
I have a couple of customers.
Have you been to Hawaii?
No, never.
I'd like to go.
My dad went.
I have a few customers.
Despite what they might think about me, I'd still like to go.
I wouldn't want to go.
I want to surf. I want to go surf.
Go to New Zealand.
Go to
You
New
live in Long
Zealand.
Island. Oh, you're that good of a surfer? You're gonna go to fucking Hawaii?
Can I surf in Hawaii? Yeah, I could surf.
You can surf in Hawaii?
I can't surf pipeline. I could surf waves in Hawaii. Yeah, I've
could stand on a board
I've
in the
surfed in
water.
Puerto Rico. I've surfed in Costa Rica. I've surfed in Mexico. Yeah, I could surf waves in Hawaii.
Hawaii doesn't do anything for me, culturally speaking. Like, what? I like food. I'm all about food. Like, what?
It's a lot of Hawaiian food.
Like
find-
what? Fucking pineapple?
I find some Polynesian women attractive.
They'll get like thick thighs.
That's a good.
What's wrong with that?
Man, it's got hard. So a nice thick ankle on a fucking Polynesian woman.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm like, if I'm to spend the money that it would cost to go vacation in Hawaii, I could think of 5 other places right off the rip I'd rather spend the money and go to than
Yeah.
Hawaii. You know, I just don't like care about the sun and
Yeah, you don't like the beach and shit. Like,
I do like the beach. I like the beach. I'd be happy just going to fucking Daytona and sitting on a beach.
You strike me as like a 2-hour beach guy.
No, I'll do all day at the beach. I like the beach all day.
Nah,
I'm all
I
about
like
it.
the beach. I like to go surf for 2 hours, get out, chill on the beach, eat something,
Nah, I like-
go back out, surf again for another hour.
I like the beach. I like bring a couple of joints, some music, chill out. I like the beach. Yeah, but not
No.
like to go. Like there's people who like go to the islands and this and that. Like
yeah.
I know we grew up on Long Island. Everybody shits on New York, but like we have beautiful beaches here.
Every
we do.
every year
we have beautiful beaches.
every
like,
year one of the number one beaches in the United States, top 3 every single year is in Southampton.
that's what I'm saying, dude. Like you go to Fire Island,
Cooper's Beach.
go over to like Davis Park in the summer in July and sit there, and you're not going to be like, oh, I wish I was in Hawaii right now. Fuck that, dude. Like Davis Park, Fire Island, any of the Hamptons beaches, Cupsog Beach, they're awesome, dude.
What is that shirt?
Fucking talking. You talking about my shirt, bro? The fucking, I don't know.
A lost cause.
A lost cause. Some guy holding a fucking pot plant
Where'd you get that?
at a fucking store. Why?
Because that's
Is that like a Nazi symbol or something?
No.
What is,
Lost Cause has been like was my screen name, my gamer. It's my gamer tag still. It's been my gamer tag forever.
so what? I can't buy this shirt?
No, take it off right now.
Will it fit you? You can have it.
No, it's probably too big for me.
Yeah, it's an XL, buddy.
Sorry, I don't wear XLs.
Mediums, schmediums.
I wear larges.
Yeah, so fuck San Gennaro Festival, fuck Hawaii, okay?
Apparently, fuck Italians too.
Fuck Italians.
Jesus
And
Christ.
I like being Italian, but
That Maui shit's crazy anyway.
yeah, that is the Maui shit is totally fucking
We're
crazy.
so fucked.
It's sad. It is sad. Everything's a land grab, you know? Everything
Yeah.
is just a land grab, and they're going to do that over there. They're going to take the land from these people that like they inherited from generation to generation to generation, and they're just going to put up like staff housing for hotels. They're going to turn that island into one big
Resorts.
resort.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Like it's sad. It's totally sad. And the Hawaiian people probably don't even want to be a part. They don't want to be a part of
Probably
America.
they don't.
They don't want to be a part of America. We strong-armed them into being part of America over fucking banana farms.
Yeah.
Like, how fucked up is that, man?
And we talked about that last time.
Yeah, like the Hawaiians are kind of like we did to them, like with what we did to the Native Americans, except they get Hawaii instead of like some shithole
Utah.
part of like fucking
South
Arizona,
Dakota.
like South Dakota, like barren land in like Montana.
That now they're fracking through.
Yeah, fracking and putting up casinos.
Solar farms.
That's cool though. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's good to be white.
And on that note,
On
guys.
that note, it's good to be white, and yeah, I think that's time to go, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is like
I
an
think
hour
so.
and a half. We'll keep it at an hour and a half. What do we
Yeah.
have? Hour and 23 minutes.
Yeah.
Look at that, perfect.
All right. Well,
Follow us on all of the things.
Always like talking to you guys.
hit all the tings.
All the mad tings, all the bad,
All the rude boy
all the
tings.
rude
I was
boys.
praying that this didn't happen.
All
Can you
the-
please,
all
please?
this one goes out to all the rude boys
Yo,
at
I
the
was
West
listening to
Indie
the podcast
Festival.
before, and I cringed so hard when I hear your accent.
Smacking your poons on the steel pans, man.
Do the right thing and start following us. Let's go.
Please.
Yeah.
Please,
All right.
please.
Please.
Love you guys.
Yeah.
All right. See you next week.
Out.
Peace.